Don't let your knees go past your toes. This is a common theme spit out in the fitness world. And I want to talk a little bit today about kind of busting that myth of not letting your knees go past your toes when doing lower body exercise. So, first off, let's talk about some facts. When you get into that position, so where our knee is getting past our toes, yes, more load goes onto the knee joint, the patella tendon, the quads, things like that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. There are certain incidences where we want to limit that load. People with acute knee pain, when you're doing really heavy lifting. But there are plenty of situations where we actually want to train that position. You know, the reality is in day-to-day life, if we go into a full squat, if we're going down a step, you can see that knee gets ahead of the toe. So there are plenty of times in life when we experience a situation where our knee gets ahead of the toe and we want our body to be able to tolerate that. So I'll use a lot of exercises where either we're lunging, split squats, step ups, step downs, where we're training that position under tolerable load to improve our body's ability to tolerate that load in day-to-day life, to focus more strength on the quad, and more tolerance to load on the knee joint and the tissues of the knee joint. So this is not a bad thing. It's not something that you should necessarily shy away from. Obviously, if you have pain in those positions, you may want to modify that or get help with being able to tolerate that. But in general, from a fitness standpoint, I like to purposely work in exercises that will train that position, where we're loading that knee and that quad more. And then we can do it when we're loading more of the glutes. So we're keeping that knee more, that shin more of a vertical position. There's benefits to both of those. But I want the main takeaway today is there is nothing wrong with lunging, step ups, even squatting, and letting your knees go past your toes. If you're having issues with this, working on ankle mobility, slowly working into those positions, you know, starting in a range you can tolerate, slowly going down, you can put something under your heel to allow that to easier go away. There's plenty of ways you can kind of work that. But I do think it is something that is important whether you're rehabbing from knee pain, knee injury, knee surgery, or you just want to maintain the health of your knees, to work in some specific work where you load the knee joint and the tissues around it in that position. So key takeaway, you can let your knee go past your toes as long as it's comfortable, as long as the load is manageable. And I think it's something that you should train as part of your normal programming.